guys, Ashley here, also known as the Ashley Fan. I'm back today with another video, and today is unfortunately not about Gossip Girl. I decided that I might just keep my Gossip Girl rants towards the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So there might be a Gossip Girl rant coming this Friday, depends on how early I leave from work. But I probably won't be talking about a character or a couple. I'm probably going to talk about season 5 because I really need to get the rants off my chest about season 5 and why I personally think it is the worst season of Gossip Girl. And then we'll talk about season 6 and why I feel like people are way too harsh on season 6. You need to be a little bit more harsher on season 5. Some people do not like season 5, but a lot of people are way harsher on season 6. And to me, I'll take season 6 over season 5 any day. The only thing that, to me, that ruined season 6 was that terrible finale with Dan revealing that he was Gossip Girl. That's it. Other than that, I thought season 6 was a really solid season for Gossip Girl. For 10 episodes, it was solid. But today, I thought I'll talk about one of my personal favorite movies that I have watched, not lately, but ever since like the summer. I've really been like addicted to this movie, and I didn't talk about it. And what I want to talk about is for my daughter's honor. It came out, I believe, in 1996. Let me check my phone and make sure. Yes, it came out in 1996. It was a Lifetime movie special, and in this movie, it is about a 14-year-old girl pretty much getting groomed into a relationship with her teacher, who is Coach Nash, known as Peter Nash, and he is a football coach slash biology teacher. Oh my God, I cannot talk today. And he pretty much has like a pattern on preying on girls and grooming them, especially freshman girls. And I just want to talk about, I'm not gonna go over the whole plot of the movie, because if you want to know what's going on, go watch it yourself. It's on TV for free. But I'll give you the basic plot. The basic plot of the movie is that they start having an intimate relationship, but it started from like him grooming and everything like that. So, like I said, he does go to jail. I will let y'all know that he does go to jail because he's a predator. He's a pedophile. And I want to give y'all my thoughts really about the movie. And to me, I feel like this is how a teacher and student relationship should be written. I really love the realistic tones that this movie dives into, unlike movies and TV shows today where stuff like this is highly romanticized and no one addresses how being in a relationship with an older person, especially when you're a high schooler, it can really emotionally damage you. And I feel like unlike those other adaptations, this movie actually dives into that. Amy felt very isolated. She felt like she had really no social life with any other kids, to the fact that she wasn't even giving any guys who were interested in her her attention because she is quote unquote with this teacher. I really like Amy. I think she is somebody that you can like really feel bad for, and just like it sucked that this man really took advantage of her because he really manipulated and groomed this girl from the very beginning. And I would never speak to blame somebody for being in a situation like this because he groomed her. She thought that his intentions were to be nice and, to be like a teacher, like a cool teacher. I used to have a cool teacher at my school. Her name was Miss Lee. She was a really cool teacher. She was there for a lot of the students. Like, you can call her, you can text her, you have something personal going on, and like, she'll be there for you. But it wasn't anything creepy. Like, it was like boundaries on things like that. But like, she was like really personal with certain students. I was like really close with her. I do not have her phone number because it got lost. Even though it probably don't matter. But I had her phone number in my old phone, but my old phone is like damaged. I can't even get into that bitch. But Miss Lee was pretty cool. She was really one of my favorite teachers, and like she was like a cool teacher. Like you could talk to her, you could like laugh with her. Like she was cool. And but not in this approach. This man was a pedophile. He literally preyed on every single freshman, and this wasn't the first time that he's done this. He preyed on another girl named Betsy, and like no one believed her story. And to me, I definitely believe that everyone in that school was aware of what he was doing, especially that principal, because whenever someone made a complaint, he had an excuse for it every single time. Oh, it's just a pretty girl, and other girls are jealous. They give another pretty girl attention. And it's like, really? That's what you say when someone comes to you and tells you that her friend told her that they've been having sex? A 14-year-old girl is having sex with her high school teacher, and you think this is about competition? He definitely knew what was going on. You can't convince me that he didn't. He definitely knew that Coach Nash was having inappropriate relations with different female girls. He groomed Amy. The moment that Amy came to him about her parents always fighting, and like there seems to be like this big distance in their marriage, he used that to his advantage to pretty much get her on his side. And like, I will blame Amy's parents on some extent for basically like letting her spend a night at his house with his daughter that they never met. How you gonna let your daughter spend a night at somebody's house that you never met? Because this man is so popular, y'all just trusted him. That too, he really had everybody under his spell. Like no one questioned anything, which I feel like if you're cool with somebody or not, you should always question, because you don't understand people's intentions. You don't know what their intentions are. And the fact that her parents didn't even question it, why is Amy the only one staying at the house and not the other girls? Like, that's weird. There's supposed to be a sequel for why she's the only one who's staying there. I just thought that was weird that her parents didn't once question, like, they never met his daughter. They never saw Amy and his daughter hanging out. And it's like, y'all just gonna let her spend the night at his house? Hella weird. And like, you could tell how uncomfortable she was when they had sex for the first time. She was really uncomfortable. She really didn't want to do it, but like, he kind of talked her into it because he wanted to get it over with. He wanted to make it special, but it's like, that's not special. That's like hella weird. Like, he's gonna have sex with her when his daughter is in the living room. Like, that's weird. That's weird. This man was without a doubt a pedophile, and like, he was so creepy. Like, I don't think they ever once tried to romanticize his actions, like him buying her flowers or him saying like, I'm gonna kill myself because I can't be with you. Like, dude, do it. You're an older man trying to manipulate this girl into being in a relationship with you. It's like, you need to, I don't even want to say go to therapy. He needs to go to prison. Literally, he needs to go to prison, because the things that he did to Amy, like manipulating her and like grooming her and like doing whatever he could to keep her at his side, was just really unhealthy. And like I said, like, it just showed like how much it emotionally damaged her. Like she said, I want my life back. And then when the news came out about when her mom found, I'm going off of, I'm just going off, I didn't write no notes down, I'm just going off of what in the movie. When her mom found the photo of what he said, like, don't ever grow up and don't ever change, that's hella weird. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, I know what he mean by that, but it's weird. What do you mean, don't grow up and don't change? Don't get older, is what he's basically saying. The older you get, the more I won't like you. He needs him to be young. He needs him to be, I would say, he needs him to be naive. He needs him to be easily bamboozled. And, like, he will find a way to groom those girls into a relationship with him. And to me, I think it's disgusting that when a student comes to you about something personal, that you use it as a personal gain to have a relationship with them. And I think that's weird. I think it's disgusting, and I definitely think it's predator. And it's very it shows his predator actions. And but when they found the photo and they had the investigation, the next day, actually, hold on, I'm trying to remember. How did everything spiral out of control? I'm trying to remember. Because I don't think it was the photo. Actually, yes, it was. It was the photo. When her mom found the photo and they went to the principal about it, it got around and everybody was like slut-shaming her, calling her a liar. And like even her own backstabbing, bitchy friends talking about, oh my God, he's an older man. What was she thinking? Pretty much victim blaming her. Like, are you kidding me? This 14-year-old girl seduced him? Are you kidding me? They honestly all believe that this 14-year-old girl seduced this man and had a relationship with her. Are you kidding me? Really? I couldn't believe that. Nothing grinds my gears more than victim blaming. And especially when you know it don't make sense. Like, you're not that stupid. Like, you know it don't make sense. It don't make no sense that a 14-year-old girl seduced this man who's a teacher. No way. No way are you going to sit here and tell me that she seduced him. Because you know you don't believe that. Stop it. Stop the cat. Stop it. I definitely think Amy's mother was a real one because she really fought hard for Amy, and like even though like Amy didn't like necessarily make up her own decisions, like she said, her mother kind of like, you know, knocked some sorry, I need something to drink. Her mother kind of like knocked some sense into her because, like she said, whatever you want to do, whether you don't want to take it to court or whether you do, I'll support you either way. And I was happy that they decided to have Amy take it to court because I feel like having something go unjustified like this, like a predator, it just leads to more predator things happening. And I'm really happy that Amy decided to take it to court and like put him down and like just do that. I definitely think her mom was a real one for that and protecting her daughter's safety. And like she said, the fact that everyone knew about this and like he was still a teacher, I want to shut the whole school down. How about that? She's a real one for that. The fact that they were all aware of this man's actions. She's talking to these mothers and they're telling him, oh, he's always like the pretty girls and he's always like them younger. It's like, and y'all did nothing to protect y'all daughters. Y'all did nothing. Saying that he had the whole town underneath his spell, it would have just been bad. What do they call it? Her reputation. Her reputation would have looked bad. Are you kidding me? That's victim blaming. Just like in Pretty Little Liars, when Brian wanted to tell Ella that we need to go to the police and tell them about what's going on between Arya and Ezra. You know, she said that no, we need to put down our torches and put down our fireworks, and because it won't only be his reputation ruined, it will also be Arya's. Hold on. Arya is 16. Who is going to believe that Arya seduced him? Who is going to believe that? I can't believe Ella said that. Nobody is going to believe that unless someone is like really stupid and like trying to victim blame Arya. No one's going to believe that. Like, they really victim blamed the fuck out of Amy. Like, it was disgusting. Like, them writing horror on her car, them trashing her front lawn, and like her dad saying like, you already had to tell the whole world, the whole town about her shame. Like, she said, her shame? It's not her shame, it's his shame. He was seducing and grooming and preying on these kids, on these teenage girls. Are you really going to try to sit here and tell me that if she went to court with this, that her reputation will be ruined? What she's doing is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It is a good thing. Her going to court was the best thing for her. And he did go away with it. I think he spent 3 years in prison for statutory rape. And like, I didn't mind, like, I never once felt like they would like try to romanticize it, like, oh, ship this or anything like that. But like, I did love how they showed like the levels of having a relationship with somebody, especially like a teacher, and like showing like how it emotionally damages you. Like I did love how like they showed like the levels of that. Like Amy was like, she kind of felt like she was swept off her feet. He had like, they were showing like a montage of him buying like her teddy bears and like chocolates. And, you know, he had this song that he said that makes him think of her, which is very weird. But like they were showing that, and then like right, I would say when it was that summer, right when they had like that festival, that town festival, when he got all jealous and like he pulled her away, and he was like, if you keep making me act out like that in public, everyone's gonna find out about us. And he said, I won't. He said we'll both be in trouble. No, you'll be in trouble, motherfucker. You, not me. You're gonna be in trouble. Like he like really had her believing that she'll be in trouble, because he had these girls believing that on some level they seduced him. Like it was like they did. It was like he's making them believe that they did something to make him want them. Can you believe that bastard? That he's telling these girls that they seduced him. Sickening. Sickening. Yeah, but I would say like right after that, I think Amy was kind of like off him. Like she said, I don't talk to other boys. I rarely hang out with my friends. And like her friend was a real one for going to the principal, and then like her friends turning on her, those fake ass bitches. And at first her friend was jealous. She was jealous that Coach Nash was giving Amy all that attention. But I feel like the moment that Amy was like, we had sex, I think she was like, okay, a crush is one thing, but like actually fulfilling the fantasy is another thing. But yeah, her mom was a real one for taking him to court and him going to prison. And that's really much the end of the movie. The movie ends with like, they would say that he did fulfill his prison sentence and everything like that. But this movie is based off a true story, and I think in the real, what happened in the real story was that he was her coach. So they kind of changed it. He was her coach, and the girl who he actually seduced on, I think they say he murdered her. So he's probably in jail right now for murdering her. Which is crazy. My heart goes out to that family because, gosh. But at least he's in prison. At least the pedophile is in prison. But what I want to say in closing is that I love how this movie has like a realistic depiction of pedophilia and grooming and the cycle of manipulation, like the whole they do something wrong and like pretty much like he does something wrong and then he manipulates her into getting back on his side with like gifts and like showering her with love, and like he'll do something again and like she'll emotionally detach herself. It's pretty much a cycle of abuse. Like not like a relationship where like guys are on and off, nothing like that capacity, but like more like abuse. And what he was doing was like emotionally abusing her, because he would do things like act out in front of people and like kiss her, grab her, and like take her to a closet and they'll make out. And then like the moment she feels uncomfortable, he'll be like, oh, what's going on? You don't like me no more? You gonna run off with that boy? Everything like that. And like he was just weird, saying things like you're special, and like everything he was doing was like grooming, like taking those girls out of lunch and taking them to the library for quiet time, taking them to go get beers, having them drive illegally. Like he definitely was doing like grooming. He was doing whatever he could to get Amy on his side. And like I said, that's just that cycle of abuse, like love bombing. Y'all ever heard of love bombing? Pretty much like when someone they don't have good intentions, but they're making you believe they have good intentions. And the moment they're gonna basically show you who they are when they get the chance, and that's just what he did. Like the moment that Amy Reed just wasn't feeling it, he would act out, like take her out in public, tell the other guys to keep their hands off of her, or like be like, oh, you gonna run off with that other guy, or like say I'm gonna kill myself, things like that. He would act out to manipulate her more into coming to his side. It was obviously love bombing, and I love this movie just having realistic depiction because TV shows like Pretty Little Liars, Degrassi, you know, stuff like that. Like, not even just teacher and student, like just adult relationships in general. Like, I just feel like no one ever discusses how, like, something like this can, like, emotionally damage you, like, at all. Like, I'll probably just keep it strictly teacher and student, but, like, no one ever talks about that. Like, I feel like Arya's mental health about her being in a relationship with Ezra was never addressed in Little Liars, and that's definitely something I will talk about. It was just never addressed, and I didn't like it, but this movie did it right. I feel like for future teen dramas, if they're gonna do a teacher's relationship, it needs to be written like this, because no more romanticizing these type of relationships. They're not realistic, one, and you can't get away with a relationship like this for that long without someone noticing it, and that's just the truth. So that has been the video. Just want to get something quick out. Just want to talk about a movie. Like I said, I don't really talk about movies for real, and I should, and I don't. But yeah, that's definitely one of the movies that I did like. Watch it on Tubi if you guys haven't. It is a really good movie. I might talk about No One Would Tell. That's another good movie. It's a good movie about domestic abuse, and I'm probably gonna talk about that too if I come home early because it's supposed to snow bad. So don't know what time I'll be coming home, but that's been real today. And thank you all, and subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys back soon.